Hello, Table Warriors, and welcome to our first episode of Above the Law. In space, no one can hear you scheme. This is going to be a game of Starfinder. So if you haven't heard of Starfinder, check it out. It's pretty cool. It's Space Pathfinder, Space D&D. I mean, who can go wrong with that? We are going to be set in the Luminar system, which is something that you'll find out about as we go on. Lots of fun stuff. And so let's get going, shall we? Hekorth, a planet known for its rich history in the scientific advancement of drugs, sex, and violence. It greets you with a plethora of smells akin to the water in the bottom of a dumpster. The air here is thick with smokes from various pipes and different plants that people are smoking. It's that earthy smell of like unwashed patrons, you know. You're greeted by a grunt from the dock worker, a greenish Sheeran with one of its long antennae cut off at the base. And he walks up to you. 3 credits, please.
You heard him. 3 credits.
He holds out his little bug hand at you.
Very well. As I transfer the credits to him.
Okay.
What a hellhole.
You kind of see his multifaceted eyes just kind of looking over the two of you as you start to walk away. You could roll a spot check if you want, if you're checking out the man as you walk by.
Sure.
Or a perception. Is it still spot? I know what I'm doing.
I'm at my perception 13.
As you walk by, you see a second Sheeran who's relatively similar looking to this one come over, and they start like they're kind of talking at each other, like kind of pointing out to you guys.
Can I do a perception check to overhear what they're saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be 18.
You hear one of them be like, probably some of them King's units. And the other one's like, yeah, probably.
They say you smell like cop.
Walking through the streets, you see tall metal patchwork buildings that are scraping the sky. The sky is dark with like purple clouds. It's very dreary out. The blinking street signs and holograms attempt to draw you into various shops and whorehouses and all kinds of good pawn shops. You know, you never know what you can find here.
Sure, we don't have time to stop?
I do not think that would be appropriate.
All right.
You see people laughing and drinking, some outwardly exhaling plumes of multicolored smoke out of like long decorative pipes. A tall and slender Lashunta smiles at you, twirling her long dark hair in her finger. She stands leaned up against the wall of a smoke shop, wearing a sheer white dress and tall, bright colored heels that are like changing in hue. And she kind of waves over like, hey there, you two.
Hello, future ex-wife. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Would you like to know a secret?
I'm all about knowing secrets, of course.
So she kind of gestures you over, and you see
right.
like her slender antenna kind of like
I would
rise
like
up and
to make sure that I am keeping an extra special watch on myself to make sure I'm not pickpocketed or anything.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So you walk over to her, and she leans down, because you're like, how tall are you? You're pretty...
I'm like 3 feet tall.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she leans down, she's like, I just wanted to let you know that you two are definitely cops. And we all know it, and you're stupid. And she starts laughing, and you hear the crowd kind of break out, like, oh, and you see people like stuff like lit pipes into their jackets and like wipe their hands, and you see like a guy just like down his drink and throw the glass, and she's just cackling. And you see another Lashunta walks up, and they're both just kind of laughing.
You see what you do?
This place reminds me of the kind of place that deserves to be glassed.
You see her just sort of doubling over with laughter, like, you might want to get better disguises than that, gentleman.
Perhaps those on the far side of the galaxy have the right policy.
I would like to change my outfit. I might have an outfit that changes. As an action, I can change what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to change it to look like a stereotypical police uniform.
Okay.
And I'm just going to shift into that.
Like a super obvious King's unit.
Yeah, like just like an over-the-top police uniform.
Okay.
And I'll be like, now no one's going to believe I'm a cop.
She kind of laughs. That's, you know what? You're probably right. What are y'all looking for?
What's their names? I don't remember. I fell asleep in the briefing.
We're currently looking for a a bar.
Hmm.
I'm looking through my notes to see what it is called again.
Looking through my data that I've amassed.
Ugh. Self-control, what's the name of the bar?
The warehouse.
What?
Thank you, self-control.
I believe we are looking for a establishment known as the warehouse.
Oh, the warehouse. Yeah, okay. I could see that. Well, if you follow this road, and she kind of gives you directions to... You're pretty close. You're not too far from it. Seems like you have to go down a couple alleyways.
Before we go, I would like to slip her my personal comm unit's number and go, I do have handcuffs. And then I'll take my handcuffs out and like sort of twirl them around as we walk away.
Okay. you hear her just like, come on back anytime.
Thank you for the information, slum woman.
Slum woman. All right. So you guys make your way down to the warehouse. It is about as pleasant as you expected. There is a fight happening right out next to the entrance. Some dispute about money. You don't know. Something like that. Both of them are very drunk. It doesn't seem to be, that complicated.
Sure.
But you enter into the warehouse. The two of you are waiting at the warehouse, and you spot two poorly dressed King's unit members. One of them is a very stereotypical looking cop. One is a gigantic dragon man who's there absolutely no way he's not a King's unit. And they're definitely Kings. Absolutely.
Hey, I think there's dudes over there. Maybe we should go over there and
We even care.
introduce ourselves or something. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing.
I feel like, he's wearing a cop outfit. He might not be a cop.
Rip! Orglog! Show yourselves!
No, they definitely, they know. Hey, you're a very large man. Good in keeping the thing, knowing my name and everything. Pleasure to meet you. The name is Rip Raton. How are you doing today? You see a rat man who has teched out stuff. He has a small tank on his left side, and you're kind of like, well, what's that tank for? It's not full of anything right now, but it's a small little tank of something that will be full of something later. And he's kind of eyeballing you. And you two look definitely like you're probably cops, so you might want to change your look a little bit.
Thank you.
I mean, he's really got the cop thing down pat.
You asked how my day was going. I've had to spend it with him. What do you think?
I don't know him, so
So let's go around then. We know what Raton looks like. Describe your character for us.
Well, hello. I'm Orgloric. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I'm about 5-6 feet tall. I'm like this Sheeran. I got my good old antennas, and a little weirded out by you guys just walking around looking like that. I don't understand why you'd give away that you're cops.
Well, he always looks like that. I did this because people could pick us out from cops from across the street anyway. So if I dress like a cop, then obviously I'm not a cop.
So we'll go with your guy next.
My name is Doran, and you see a rather large and imposing figure of a dragonkin, roughly 11 feet tall, mostly purple scales. Looks like he could probably crush you with your head with his hand. Doesn't seem very pleased to be in the situation that he's in.
And Owen Greenhills, gentlemen, new recruit to the King's Force. Somewhat by choice, somewhat not. But I'm more than happy to be here and not in a cell. So, yeah, I'm here to help you out with some inside knowledge of how criminals really think. Because I know actual police don't have the capability of sort of empathy for the criminal element. So I'm here to sort of show you how that really works and get you guys, involved in that.
I got a question. Should you be saying all this stuff with this dude right here? He seems like he's not exactly happy with you saying those type of things.
We're bonding
I am
now.
legally not allowed to maim, dismember, or harm him.
We're partners.
So that means we're good too. Yeah. You might want to tuck your antennas back. You might grab them or something.
Criminal. Like,
Hey, alleged.
So, Mr.
I was not convicted of anything.
So, Mr. Rip and Orglog, if we are so obviously dressed, would you point us to where we might not be?
Yeah, that sounds good.
fair point.
Let's go to the local clothing shop, and we'll make sure that you guys are spiffy as spiffy can be. Let's go. I don't like
Yes.
this dragon man. He seems like he's okay. Get you some nice clothes. Get you some nice digs. Don't worry, man. Come on.
Yes.
He's very intense. I mean, now everyone's gonna obviously know you're cops because you're hanging out with Grape Ape over here. And you know,
You see his hand just sort of clench up.
You're really taking advantage of that whole he can't kill you thing, huh?
well, you know, we're good buddies. And I go to slap him, you could tell I'm thinking I'm gonna slap him on the back, and then I remember, and I'm not gonna slap him on the butt, so I just sort of lower my hand again, and
Just like,
yeah, and I'm like,
remember that.
And don't worry, we got our ways to make sure that nobody's gonna bother us. Just don't act like a king. That's all you gotta do.
So on our way there, it's wherever this establishment they're taking us to. What part of the force were you two on?
Well, we were on the force with. Do you remember Johannesson?
Vaguely.
Oh well, we were with Johannesson. We all trained together. He's a good guy. I liked him, and decided why not come here to headquarters, see what I can get in trouble, what type of trouble I can get in. Trouble, like us kings do. And you, Orglog, cause he's say something, man.
I'm sorry. Well, I met him with our good friend, and I just came along for the ride. I don't know. He's reckless. I'm just here to watch for him,
Very well. I think we'll get along greatly.
I'm not that reckless. I do certain things like
So
Ex-SWAT.
So all of you make your way over to a building called Dressed for Success. You see that there is essentially it's like a thrift shop almost, with throwaway clothes, some of which are very nice, some of which are not very nice, but gets the job done. You see there's a short little human man sitting behind the desk, and he doesn't even say anything when you enter. He just kind of looks at you guys, gives you a nod, goes back to reading.
After I crouch in through the doorway, taking a quick glance over the shop, do I see anything that would actually fit me?
Not really. Just some bed sheets in the back. You kind of cut that into a t-shirt or something. Maybe a dress.
Perhaps a cloak of some kind.
There you go.
I reconfigure my outfit to look like a tuxedo.
Whoa! I haven't seen one of those things in a while, because there's not many people who can afford something like that. Can I take a look at it?
Sure. Later when I'm not wearing it is probably the
I'm gonna
best
take you up on that.
time.
You promised. I'm gonna see it.
Sure. Why not?
Maybe we can
So you
configure you some clothes.
You managed to makeshift together an outfit. You make it work.
Well, it's probably just a large, just black cloth that just comes up to the neck and just covers me.
So you look like a big
That's like
larper.
temperament.
Got a burqa on.
Yes, here I come. All right. So you do your best. You pay the man. It's not even it's half a credit. Don't worry about it. And then you head back onto the street. So if you remember, all of you were meeting to go on a mission.
Yep.
You guys were meeting these gentlemen on what they've learned about what they've been investigating here.
Would you like to discuss things on our ship, seeing as I do not like our surroundings?
That sounds like the perfect place to say it.
Yeah, I would rather if you not speak in such a teeth grittingly move your sharp and.
Apologies, friend.
Oh, that's even more terrifying. Yeah, let's just go to the ship. Just go to the ship. Okay, let's go.
All right, let's head over.
Okay. So you all make your way back to the dock.
Yep.
The Lashunta girl kind of waves at you as you walk by, and she sees your friends.
Oh no. No, I don't want any. No, thank you.
And then you end up back at your ship. It's still kind of out where it was. You see the dock worker kind of nod at you as you board again.
All right, board again, and as we get on board, I'll be like, self-control, 2 new kings joining us, transfer, command, protocol thing. I don't know. Work with them. I don't do computers.
I do.
Welcome back to the ship, kings, and 2 new kings. I don't recognize your aliases. Please register.
All right. So can I tinker around inside of self-control's little head a little bit?
I don't care. He's a machine. I just don't.
I'm not sure he'd appreciate it.
Oh.
Just introduce yourself.
The name is Rip Raton. It's a family name. It's a special family name. So yeah, add me into the system. Say I'm awesome and like rat people.
Orglord. I'm just Orglord.
He
All
certainly
right,
is.
welcome to the ship, kings.
All right. So, fill us in. What'd you learn? What'd you do? What you know?
Well, why don't you go, my friend? You know a lot of the stuff, and
Okay. So, there's this guy. His name is Bojo. Weird.
Bojo. Okay.
Yeah. And he's a dealer. There are these 2 drugs that we know about that he deals called Hyperleaf and Dream Shiver. Now, these drugs, they have some intense effects. They cause aggression and melt the flesh of the users who use these drugs.
Oh,
it's
wow.
not really pretty. I don't like seeing people in the streets dying like that, as well as seeing them be aggressive to people who don't deserve it.
Okay. What's his primary clientele? Is he selling to humans or just anyone?
We don't know. We know he sells under church, and he seems to be from the tradesman way area, so we could come across him there.
Okay. Why don't we just go buy some drugs?
Are we allowed to just do that? I don't remember that scene in the protocols of King
We
Hand's
can
book.
fake buy them. I wouldn't straight up buy the drugs.
Yes, buy all the drugs you want.
But,
Take them all, too.
I mean, I'm just saying, cops are allowed to do this, right? Like, don't we catch him red-handed if we buy them from him? Isn't that a thing?
Okay,
I think
mean,
we're a bit
fair enough.
further undercover than we
And
think we are.
It actually is beneficial because
Oh, crud, I forgot to ask. If they ask if I'm a cop, do I have to say yes?
No.
Oh, wow.
Totally can lie.
Phew.
100% lie.
there's one other thing that may actually end out to be a good idea because Hyperleaf and Dream Shiver, they both seem to. They may have the same ingredient after looking at them. They both have these sparkly green bits inside.
What race is this guy?
I don't know. We just know his name is Bojo.
Bojo the Unknown. Okay. So, and we know he sells out of church, he said?
Yeah, he deals like under the church.
Under the church. All right, so why don't we go there? We ask him to buy some. We do buy some. We then go meet up with the Lashunta contact that I've already made on the planet. We offer her some of these drugs to get some information out of her. You guys return to the ship. I will drill her for information. And then we can meet up later and discuss what I've
Hold on a
learned.
second. My ratty is picking something up. It sounds like your leash is getting mighty tight there. I don't think he's gonna let you go anywhere.
Hey, look, I was brought in to deal with the criminal element. This is what I know, and it's what I do. This is what I do. So let me do what I do, which is going to be that Lashunta girl.
Okay, but just warning you, he's a very well-known druggie. A lot of spires like him, so some of his customers may guard him in the process if we get caught.
Yeah, and if you get caught by yourself, don't know if we'll be able to get in there to save you.
How much are these drugs?
We can't say the cost.
As far as you know, it varies.
Depends
All
on
right.
how much you're getting.
I have an idea, and I'm gonna be like upsies to you, like, come on, lift.
I'm gonna pick him up by the back of his shirt.
All right, and open your eyes. I'm gonna give you red eyes, so it looks like you've been doing drugs.
I drop it.
What's wrong with you? No one's gonna believe a straight-laced, straight arrow like you is going in there to buy drugs. I'm gonna have to leave you on the ship. It's just a couple of drops of water in your eyes.
I stick my palms to my head and just sort of press through the stress of dealing with this.
You know what? That'll do it. That'll make your eyes nice and red.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Blood vessels just bursting.
Just feel like your eyes exploding a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
the
fine.
vein is a nice touch.
Now we understand why you're scared of him.
Yeah, he's big, he's large, and I'm not big, and I'm not large, and he can hurt me. I'm not
How
down with
about
that.
you walk in, say you're looking to hand out some product, get it tested, get some responses. I'm your...
God, you just breathe cop. That's like such a cop thing to say.
All right. How about I go in with you? We'll walk around, look around, see what we get our hands on some nice, tasty drugs, and then
It's
see if we can
evidence,
get
right?
more information from somebody in there.
It's
Ask
evidence,
some questions,
right? You need
yeah.
evidence.
I figure we walk in with enough money, saying that we're looking to either buy or trade or...
You walk
get
in there
some
with
goods
money,
out.
you're not walking out with it. We need to walk in there with just enough credits to pay for a first dose. And we should haggle the heck out of him.
Maybe we should go small too, not too big, because that looks kind of suspicious too.
Yeah. Enough to try and have some evidence left over. Well, not me. I'm not going to try it. But, you know, we can find people. I'm not saying anyone in particular.
I can test it. Don't worry. We'll get some stuff to properly test it
not
out.
testing
I'm not gonna
idiots.
take it. And what I'm gonna do is we can get like some kind of machine or something to
You're
figure
gonna
out
mess
what
it
it is.
up if you do that.
Thanks for having confidence in my abilities as a master. Thank you very much. I know machines.
Dorian is just going to leave this room that we're talking in and probably head to whatever kitchen we have.
Okay.
And prep the most caffeine-inducing, good that we have.
Okay.
Waiting for this conversation
Yeah,
to
you
be
make
over.
extreme coffee. That's the brand.
The
Extreme,
greatest of all coffees.
The greatest of coffees. That's the tagline. Extreme coffee, the greatest of all coffees. And like when you go and you put it in the pot, it burns your eyes. That's how extreme it is. Like caffeine has never burned a human being, but this one does.
Yeah, it's like I probably just chug the entire thing that I make.
Okay, yeah, you make a pot and just.
Okay, so I will shift out of my tuxedo outfit and switch into my
Man of many faces.
my workman's garb.
Okay.
That makes it look like I'm just like
Like
like a station.
handyman or
Yeah.
like- okay. Yeah. Okay. Like a
person.
dock worker.
Yeah, that's good. Look at that. Yeah. Can't wait to get my hands on that thing.
Yeah. Don't break it. All right. So who all is going? Are we all going? Are we not? What are we doing?
I'm gonna walk back into the room, just waiting for whatever to be over.
I mean, this is.
All right, how about we do this? We go in. These two will stay outside. We'll give like some kind of signal, like I'll scream or something like that. I don't know. You come in, you say, "Hey, our friends, did you get the stuff or something?" I don't know. Or you punch like 8
All right.
people.
Hey,
If we get in trouble, I will scream, not in the face, and you guys know that means come in and rescue us.
Yeah, I like that. It means he's gonna get hit, not me.
You're very punchable. I wouldn't say it.
Okay. So where are you going?
We're heading to the church that they have.
The church.
Fine.
Well, it's not a church. It's his. He works for a guy named Church.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll head there.
Head
Find
to
church.
Tradesman Way.
Yes.
Was the place.
Okay.
Okay, so you can make your way to Tradesman Way. It is a long street littered with shoppers. You see rows of carts, both temporary and permanent carts, some of which have had their wheels removed. They're filled with different foods and wares. The air smells faintly of hyperleaf here. You smell food, and you see some patrons are like outwardly smoking in here, like they don't care. They just don't care. When like short little pipes or they've rolled it in paper, it doesn't matter. Nobody here seems to be wary of your presence. If any of them are aware of your status as kings, they definitely don't seem to be worried about it. Some of the shopkeepers are selling like pipes and like things for drugs, but you don't see anyone outwardly selling anything illegal as you walk through. But I would say you two probably recognize that if there is something shady going on here, you feel as if they've probably got a secret way of alerting each other of what is going on.
Okay. All right, so we will approach the establishment that they have figured out, and
We haven't figured out a specific place.
so we need to find where
it's a
it is.
general
Oh,
area.
Yeah, the Tradesman Way is a specific location where
Alright.
everyone is selling stuff.
Then I guess I'll head up to a booth where they're selling drug paraphernalia.
Okay.
You know, hey, how much for this? And I'll just grab like a basic
Just a little pipe.
pipe or something.
Okay. Yeah, the large is a large human man behind the counter, and he's like, and he like looks down at it. That was 5 credits.
5 credits. Oh,
Well, they're
Ugh.
made. They're handmade.
handmade.
Yeah,
By what?
by me and my mom. And he points to the back, and you see there's like an old lady back there with like a glass blowing thing, and she just looks at you like,
Like, wow. Okay. 4. Or I guess I could give you the whole 5 credits for it if you could point me in the direction of where I could get it filled.
oh, I see. Okay. Are you looking for the special one or the regular?
Oh, I think that for 5 credits, I better know about the special one.
Okay. You're looking for Bojo. He's over that way, and he points, and you see what looks like an elaborate and extremely cheesy red tent. And it looks like it has been decorated with like Christmas lights and like strings of like just junk. And he's like, yeah, that's where Bojo is. He's got his whole thing going. You can ask him.
Okay. Here's 5 credits. I give him the 5 credits.
Like, thank you for your patronage. Would you like it wrapped, sir?
No, I'm gonna use it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do I need to like say anything special to him or anything when I go over there? Because I don't want him like thinking that I'm there to like buy a cheeseburger or something. I mean, if he's got cheeseburgers, I mean, I'll probably need it to go with the other. But you know,
Well, how come you don't know? I thought you knew.
I just asked you where to buy the stuff. I'm new to this planet.
I don't know. That's weird.
It's weird that I'm new to this planet.
Yeah. Nobody comes to Hecorth.
No, but how did you get here?
Oh, I was born here.
I'm gonna telepathically message to him. Tell him you're stowaway.
And I'll also look. I have a business opportunity on the planet. I'm not going to be here long. I just wanted to party. If you can't help me out, then give me my 5 credits back and you can take your little glass blowing thing back.
Tell him it's go time.
It's go time. Excellent. I love it. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
All right, I come back over to them. He says to say it's go time.
What?
So juvenile.
That's really. Oh, jeez.
And anyway, he's right over there across the street, evidently.
Oh, what? That's even crazier. I'm surprised a strong wind hasn't blown this operation to smithereens. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you see this ridiculous looking tent. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like Christmas lights, red tent, yellow flags, like tassels, like the whole thing. It's like it was like if they had staples big enough, it looks like it might have been stapled to the ground. It's not great.
Alrighty. Let's head over there, I guess.
All right, remember, the plan, you're going to come in when he says, oh, no, not the face.
I know, I heard him.
Okay.
Well, I'm hoping we don't have to say that. I'm hoping we can walk in there, buy the drugs, and leave.
Well, on that point, I just have to say, welcome to headquarters.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
Telepathically, mind you, you don't need to say anything.
Well, I gotta say it's go time, evidently. You guys just heard my part of that conversation. You just hear me.
Yeah, that's the word.
Can't Sheeran read minds, or is it just telepathic?
It's limited telepathy.
Yeah,
Limited?
limited.
Okay. That's what okay.
He
Never mind.
probably wouldn't have been able to intercept his direct communication.
Right.
Mind you, you can do it back.
Yeah.
But I think, you can do it too, though. I mean, you can speak telepathy.
Yeah, like
I can talk. But yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So anyway, so you two enter into the cheesy tent. You immediately hear some like booming music, and you see Bojo sitting in the middle. He is, you know which one he is. He's a large human man, probably almost as wide as he is tall. He sits on a metal folding chair in his hand, and he's like waving a piece of like fried chicken around while he's talking. And he's pointing at these women that are sitting in front of him, and they're all laughing and listening to his story. He's wearing a red tank top that says "It's Go Time" on it, and he's wearing a white tracksuit jacket, and over that, and each of the tracksuit jacket elbows have a red star on them. Talking with his mouth full, he suddenly laughs and sprays chicken out, and like some of the girls that are sitting in front of him just like wipe it off, and you see them visibly look disgusted, but also they're like, "You're so funny! Oh my god!" And he's like, "Yeah, and that's that time that I, what was I talking about?
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey, what's up, guys? How can I help you? What are you looking for?"
Well,
What's up?
we're here for some stuff. We heard that you might
Some
have
stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Well, they must be new to this, and you hear like all the girls like, "Ah!"
Hey, look, we're not. I'm not. Anyway, from this planet, I'm here to work on a job with this chucklehead, and we've got a couple of Lashunta ladies waiting for us, and heard
that's
that perhaps you could help us with go time.
Ah, right. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. How much you looking for?
Well,
And are you looking for the leaf, or are you looking for Shiver?
I think both, right? Whatever.
Yeah,
we don't know what the ladies
Yeah,
prefer.
why don't
Okay.
we have some
All
leaf
right.
and some shiver?
All right,
Yeah.
cool. All
I'd
right.
say 2 doses of each, maybe.
Yeah.
Doses.
Whenever they
You
come
are
in.
new to this, and you're like,
Hey, man, we're just here to party.
and then so he gets up out of his metal chair. You hear that like creak, and he gets up and he walks over behind him, and where you see a not plastic, but it is a clear container that he types a code into. It pops open, and you see him reach in, and he puts on like a big glove, and you see him pull out a small bag of like some kind of ground up leaf, and the other one is some kind of like greenish dust, both of which have that flickering glow to them.
Based on my criminal knowledge, I would like my character to be doing subtle movements that portray that he has used drugs in the past. Like
Okay.
maybe like itching his neck or like constantly rubbing
yeah.
his nose and stuff like that. Just like small little things that would not be picked up
Yeah.
normally, but like
He would know.
Yeah.
I got you. So he comes back and he holds it out. He's like, "Here you go, gentlemen. Take it. Go. It's for you."
okay.
Man, you must take your own product a lot. Thank
Listen.
you.
Can't help it. It's a good time.
I'm
knows.
hoping so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
And apparently it's also to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get it. Like,
it's,
it's go. Yeah, it's go time, right?
It's totally go time. And I think
time.
it's for us, it's our go time as well. Let's go.
Well,
right.
don't we owe you for this?
Oh, that's right. Shit. I'm glad you said something. It's 15 credits, man.
All right. And I'll transfer 15 credits over to him.
Okay.
And I'll say,
And you see him. He doesn't actually take the transfer. You see a
Okay.
taller, like, dude who's also obviously been using comes over and accepts the credits from you on his little chip. He, that gentleman actually, you see him. One of his eyes has started to like seep out a little bit, and I don't mean like popped and like goo is coming out. Like it's like something is up with his face.
hey, you got a little something on your... Oh, it's your eye. Never mind. Anyway, hope to do more business with you if the ladies enjoy this stuff. So You just
Yeah,
be
yeah.
here, or
Yeah, I come out here like every day. So come on by anytime, guys. Have a good time.
you have a comm number so I can reach you? If,
Oh, no,
like I need to
no.
like
Nah, you
place an
just
order
come-
or something.
You just come find me.
Just come find you. You got it.
That's how we do it.
So what if we want to get like a lot,
Like a lot?
like a lot?
Let me know like a day ahead of time, and I'll get you a lot.
Oh,
Sounds
right.
good to
I'll
me.
hit up my contact, and I'll get you what you need. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, let's head out. All right, we'll walk out. I assume he gave you like a dose of each and me a dose of each.
He just handed them to him, but it's
Oh,
4.
Okay. So like, all right,
Pack.
let me see
right.
one of each.
Here you go.
Thank you. All right, I'll catch you guys later,
Hey, what?
and I'll start walking away. I gotta go.
Grab him.
Hey, whoa, guys! I gotta go get with my contact.
Hey, Daddy says we have to go back and talk about this stuff. So let's just go.
Fine.
You can have your hopped up fun later.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a consummate professional. Let's go.
Do you think that he does that stuff?
Probably. Not gonna lie.
As we're leaving, like I immediately stopped doing the mannerisms, like
Okay.
that I adopted while we were in there.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So I have to ask all of you now, though. Have any of your characters ever used Hyperleaf or Dream Shiver? Now, Hyperleaf is akin to marijuana. I mean, come on now. That's basically what it is. Dream Shiver is more like doing like coke.
Oh wow.
Like maybe not coke with speed, you know, like party drug. So is that something that your characters would have done or no?
Me, no.
Doran, definitely.
No, probably not. I assumed not.
Hyperleaf recreationally when he was a young little
Okay.
rat.
When you were a teen.
Yeah, teen rat.
A teen rat.
You can't tell me what to do, Mom. I do what I want. And he runs into his room.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
I
that-
learned it from watching
I
you.
learned from watching you, Ma.
Okay.
And never on the dream ship.
Yeah.
No, I'm a good boy.
My character was a criminal, but he had like a code of
Right.
honor, and he wouldn't sell drugs or do anything with drugs. It was
Okay.
always other scams and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, you, being the one who had at least experienced Hyperleaf before, you can smell that this Hyperleaf normally has a pretty serious smell. This Hyperleaf has a serious smell. Like, it's like, if you could describe a smell as sharp, that's what this smells like.
Like, poof.
Like, oh, yeah. You don't even have to
Oh,
open it.
jeez. Can take it. Don't get
right.
it. Oh, it's smelling all in the bag. Oh, God. Can you smell that? Oh,
You can smell it too, but none of you would recognize that it smells differently than it normally does. But
this is the stuff. This is, whoa.
Okay. Whatever you say, pothead.
Excuse me. So
let's
if
get
you're gonna call
going.
me Pothead, it's Mr. Pothead to you.
Okay.
I had to
Oh.
make a comeback, so
Mail.
Idiot.
I was curious. I didn't know.
What?
Mail.
Do you understand?
I think he didn't know that I was a boy rat. Yes, I'm totally a boy
I don't
rat.
know. Like, some species have other genders, and I've only dealt with Isakis a lot, so I never really learned much about them in terms of that area.
Let's keep going.
I'm starting to understand why you keep him on such a short leash now.
So where exactly are you guys going? Are you going back to the ship, or are you going somewhere else?
I think it's a bad idea. We head back to the ship with our ill-gotten gains. Another cop may decide to tail us, or even someone from there tail
Yeah,
us.
so
Looking around, do I see anyone that I think would care or would be following us at all?
Not at the moment. Not that you've noticed. You can roll a perception check just in case.
It's not my specialty, but 11?
So you do
Wait,
kind
actually
of
12. Sorry.
12. Okay, that's fine. You do kind of notice that there are people watching you, but when you get when you really look at them, you realize that they're junkies and they just know you're talking about Hyperleaf and Dream Shiver. So they don't look immediately threatening, but they're definitely they got the itch and they're like,
Let's go get a room.
That's
we've had
probably
like
the best idea.
a hideout or something, or like a.
yeah, probably. You just more than likely had a place.
Why waste the money when we can just go to our little secret spot?
Okay, let's go. Lead the way.
Looking around on our way there, how tall are the average buildings here?
They're pretty tall. They're like skyscraper size. Everything here is big, 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 big. You're not sure that everything here is actually being fully utilized, though. Most buildings, if it is a skyscraper, like it's like the top floors are using them, you know, or the bottom floors also. Like it doesn't look like they're using the entire buildings of anything. This planet, as far as you remember, used to be a like somewhat of like a high business like place, but over like millennia it slowly declined to what it is. And so
Stock market crash.
I mean, and so they just started using the buildings for whatever.
So before we get there, like what am I supposed to be picturing here for your guys' play? Like, is this like an odd couple situation? Is like a paint streak down the middle, half of it's a disaster, the other half is like
I let him take
a
care of all
further
of the
disaster.
all the amenities, all of the stuff that we have in there. That's all his thing. I just take care of the tech. I do machines.
I see.
Yeah.
Like, does he like just sleep in like a hole in the
He
closet?
literally just sleeps on his tech. There's
Okay.
no
Yeah,
bed.
it's kind of like that, but I do
Okay.
have a bed. It's just the tech is
I
covered.
don't know how he can stand up straight.
Okay.
I mean, I have a spine. That's usually how I do it. Sometimes I scurry on all fours, but don't talk about that.
So you make your way to you guys' hideout. You want to describe that for me? What did your hideout look like, guys?
I'll let you decide on how you want to make the hideout because you're the one that's making it. You know my little room, and it's like a
Okay.
teched out room.
It's pretty small. Like, imagine just a little walk-in closet. It's a little bigger than that, but in just a little tiny corner because he doesn't need much space since he's small. It's legit. His corner is just tech and like just thrown around everywhere, and all of my stuff. It's like the nice, clean, like fold everything. Very.
A nice clean couch.
Yeah, exactly.
Some dishes are clean and some dishes are
A
not.
little apron.
Yeah, there you go.
What did you two spend your stipend on? Obviously not this place.
We can't get a place that's like opulent and stuff
don't
like
want to
that.
stand out.
Exactly.
As Dorian is now hunched in this small space.
Oh, yeah. This was not a space made for a dragon.
Yes, he's crouched down nearly on all fours as he's staring at this conversation happen.
It's nice to see you on equal grounding with us now. Let's see what I can concoct and see if maybe we can get a lead on this stuff. Can I? I would have like a bunch of like gadgets and gizmos and stuff like that. Is it possible I can possibly like do see if I can figure out what this stuff is made out of, like the stronger stuff made out of, so I can kind of sort of get like a
I
track
think
of
there's
it in there.
there's like alchemist and herbalist kits that you'd probably need for determining drug stuff, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I would say that you probably have a piece of equipment that can do that, essentially.
Would we like
I
send
mean,
it to a lab? Maybe because
You
we're
could.
cops.
You could send it to a lab. That's an option as well. You also have an AI that might be able to do something about that. That kind
So
of
do we
thing.
like take him and do we like dip him into the bag, or you stick a hand in it and it reads it?
I suppose what we could probably do is just scan it with a comm unit and see if self-control recognizes what the compounds are.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, I'll take out my comm unit and scan it over one of the bags. Self-control, can you analyze the compounds in here and see what this is?
That would be my pleasure. Please wait.
Okay, so that's probably
I
gonna
really
take,
hope I
like-
didn't make him high right now. It's gonna be awkward.
Does that like happen?
I don't know, you're the machine person.
Does this room probably reek of hyperleaf now?
It does now.
Okay.
What kind of things do you have over there?
Well, I was building a bunch of stuff. Here's my blaster. It's I've retrofitted it to shoot a extra laser beam on the back end. Oh man, it's crazy. And this thing here, and I'm just gonna start explaining like all this like random stuff. It's just like shh.
I'm gonna whisper him. I see him accidentally eat his tech instead of his actual food. That's how close to it he is.
Well, I mean, he is a rat. I mean,
Ouch,
Okay.
first of all. Well, he's
While I
back.
have you on the line, will you be coming back to the ship today?
I don't know. Dad, why?
I'm generating my automated report on your progress, and I'd like to know if you'd like me to send it back.
No.
Is he like the guy? He's the guy in charge. Oh, so you're not like.
He's not in charge.
He doesn't like talking to the computer. Last time he tried to rip it out of the wall. I don't
do
even think it was the
That was
right wall.
only one time.
I think it was the wrong wall, but
Don't, man. They have heart. They have like feelings and stuff. You can't be just ripping things out.
I am more than aware.
Analysis complete. The compounds submitted are Dream Shiver and Hyperleap.
wow, that was spectacular. Give yourself a treat. Self-control. Oh wait, I suppose if you have all that self-control, you probably don't do treats. All right, signing off.
You would only take small bites anyway.
Yeah. All right, so we don't have any further idea what this stuff is.
Oh my god.
Well, since we're obviously a bunch of geniuses,
So let's send it to a
why
lab.
don't you... Can we not separate it? Take a look at it individually.
I don't see why we couldn't.
You mean like take the compounds apart?
You mentioned that there was green flicks, and if I imagine if it's shredded up leaves and such, we could pick that out with enough
Well,
effort.
right. So yeah, one of the bags is the ground up hyper leaf, prepared for smoking. And yes, it does have like bits of like that greenish flecks in it. The other side is the dust for Dream Shiver, and that also has like the green things, but they're a lot smaller in
Do
it.
you have detect magic?
I don't believe I have. Yes, I do actually.
Why don't you cast it on
Yeah.
the bags?
All right. So I'm gonna ask detect magic.
Okay. So when you begin to cast magic on these two little bags, you feel like for a minute like oh, I'm really good at this. Like you feel like your body start to like really respond to your magic when you cast it. Like better than it normally does. Not an extreme amount like you're just like but enough that you're like, oh wow, that's something, isn't it? And yes, both of these things are extremely magical.
Guys, there's definitely magic with these. I can tell you that for sure.
Does it tell you what kind of magic?
Is it no?
Something weird, something you don't recognize. It's some kind of like mess.
I don't understand. I never felt this kind of magic before.
That means this
Still,
stuff's probably really dangerous then.
Still don't want to send it to a lab?
Do we know if the King's has reliable magic sort of members that would be able to figure these sorts of things out?
Yes, you are sure that the King's units have that, as they have all different kinds of like members from all across the Luminar system.
Self-control. How long do you believe it would take to have this sent to a lab?
The nearest lab can have a response in as little as 1 month.
I don't think that we have that much time.
We don't have.
I don't want to spend that much time here.
It's homely. This is a nice place. You could go outside.
All right. How about
I
we
want to
go
get
find...
shot by an orphan.
Right. How about we go find this Bojo, and we give him a few words, explaining how we want to know what this stuff is, or where he's getting it from.
How about we just put in a big order and follow him? He doesn't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah, he definitely does his own stuff.
That's probably the least idiotic thing I've heard you say.
He was, he was looking kind of dumb.
With his fingers?
Anyway,
Why don't we just do that? I mean, they never saw you two. Why don't you two tail them after we ask them to put in a big order?
I look like down as much as I can in this crawl space for me, and I'm like, stealth.
I'm not saying you have to meld with the shadows, but just act casual. Look like you're shopping for scale cream or something. I don't know.
That a thing? I'm sorry, I'm asking the dumb questions. Let me just keep my rat mouth shut.
as you guys are chatting, you can roll. You have engineering, do you not? That's a skill you have.
Yes, it is.
Okay, roll that for me.
Roll it.
Do that for me real quick.
That would be a 29. Yeah,
So
I can
you
do math.
suddenly think about a couple of the things that you remember you have here in your house. Suddenly think about that. And you remember that you have a couple devices that, in the very least, would be able to chop this kind of thing up and then separate in a way that you might be able to get a better look at it closer. Now, it doesn't mean you can necessarily recognize the compounds, but you might get an idea of what is going on here.
Hold
You know,
on
you
a
could
second,
rig
guys.
something.
I'm feeling a magical bug coming on, and then I dive into my thing. You just say, no, not this, not this. Yeah, this one here, connected to this. So reroute the power over to the backside. Yeah, gotta reroute that power. And here! And I bring out this weird, just Frankenstein-esque machine thing. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put the stuff in here, right? And it's gonna separate it into multiple different parts, and then I'll be able to try to maybe kind of sort of figure out what this stuff is made out of. But we gotta be really careful, because if we do it the wrong way, then it could tear it all apart. Gotta reroute the power right. But yeah, let's try this first. Maybe we can figure it out. Yeah.
Can I use my engineering skills to make sure he actually put something that's worthwhile
Yes.
together?
Go ahead.
That's 11.
So, I mean, as far as you can tell, at least for the basics of this Frankenstein's monster device he's created, it seems like it'll work. I mean, you're not exactly sure of the extreme specifics of exactly what he's created, but it's made out of a blender and a couple other devices that were made to, like, separate egg yolks. So you think that eventually what this would do is it will separate them, and then maybe perhaps if you ask, someone who knows, they might know what that compound is.
Just don't stick your hand in the top. It might take a couple dragon fingers.
It's not going to
off.
like split atoms or anything and cause a nuclear explosion, is it?
I don't know, and I'm gonna like throw the stuff inside.
Okay, which one
All
are you
right,
going to throw?
put these on your faces. I don't know what's gonna happen. I put on my little goggles.
Do you have, like, special shearing goggles for you?
Just like put two
Bowls.
cups.
Just
like,
two bowls? Yeah.
glass bowls.
I'm gonna wait outside, and I just like right in between his legs, I like get down on all fours and like crawl underneath him and out of the
Okay.
apartment.
I'm gonna start like slowly moving my way through, making sure my wings don't get caught on the door frame.
Okay.
Slide out as well.
Okay.
And, like,
So you two, you pop. What do you put in there? Hyperleaf or Dream Shiver?
I'm gonna put the Dream Shiver in there first.
Okay. So you put the Dream Shiver in there, and you turn on your little device, and it winds up like a blender, makes that kind of noise, and you just like, and you see all of the things go into different tubes and devices that you've created, and it ends up separating it into like a pure white dust, a kind of grayish dust, and then those green sparkly bits all by themselves.
And you said I couldn't do it. You said you doubted my engineering prowess.
Yeah, you keep talking. Just get on with it.
I would say you roll a, we're going to call that like a culture check, because suddenly you just had a thought. A magical
That's gonna be
thought.
22.
You have to wonder, if they're making stuff this complicated, they must have somebody, an alchemist or something,
Okay.
on this planet somewhere. That seems like something that's pretty common for drug planets, so you think maybe you could find something like that.
I have a hunch. You want to come with me and check it out?
depends. What will this require?
You to stand there and look like a cop? I know that's hard for you, but you know,
So you have your 3 separated things.
you can make it work.
Put them in like different containers. All right, guys, here we go. I did the Dream Shiver. We got powder number A, powder letter B, and powder number A.
You want to go with me before they cause like a fire or something with this thing?
No. It's this. It's the stuff. It's just split apart. That's all it is. All right. So
All right,
listen-
let's have self-control. Scan it again.
All right. With self-control, be a gent, and let's see what this stuff is made of. Preferably, I want to see this one right here, and I'm gonna hand him the one that's the green flecks, the glowing green flecks.
Okay.
Thank you, operatives. Analyzing.
So anyway, they've got to have some sort of alchemist or a chemist of some kind on the planet making this stuff. This is not like some dude in his bathtub stuff. So I'm thinking we go back and talk to one of my contacts that I've already made, because I'm that good, and see if they know anything about the process of making this stuff.
Operator Bertone.
Oh, sweet. He knows my name. That's right. I told it to him. Yes, a self-control.
Where did you get this compound?
I split it apart into multiple pieces and stuff. So I guess for me.
Well done. Where did it come from before that?
He's sassy.
Yeah,
We got it.
nosy
It was
Nelly.
it's the stuff we got from what's his name? Bojo. It's here. It was part of a drug.
I've completed my analysis, and the answer is redacted.
I've never heard of this redacted stuff. You know what that is?
I think it means that he's telling you to stick it where the sun don't shine,
I
because
see.
he's not going to tell you, because this computer's a freaking cop, man.
I probably would have had clearance prior to recent engagements.
Generating automated report.
Oh, you narc.
I'd like to let you know, Owen, if I don't get to hurt someone by the end of this day, he's going to get it.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Time out. My bug friend is a lot taller. He's a lot stronger than me. I'm tiny. Come on, pick on somebody your own size.
You do
Mainly
this
him.
every time you get into trouble.
I mean, because look at me. I'm tiny.
Take one for the team.
All right, let's do this.
I don't want to be a part of the team anymore.
Why don't we do this? Why don't you go back to the ship and you wanted to take a look at self-control and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you go make sure that all reports coming from him in the future are reports that we've authorized? Why don't you go with him just to back him up, make sure everything's okay? You come with me, and we'll see if some of my little criminal contacts can give us a hint as to what's going on here.
Fine.
Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then maybe, I don't know, maybe you mess with his brain a little bit and all of a sudden redacted becomes useful information. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Okay. So you two are going to go find the
So we are
alchemist?
going to the Lashunta.
Oh, you're going. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And they are going to the ship.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. Roll a d4, high or low.
Hi.
All right, you guys first.
Okay.
Okay. So you make your way back to the district with all of the.
I've switched back to my cop uniform, by the way.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so you go back to the district with all of the women of the night.
We're not actually going back to the ship.
Oh boy.
We're not
Okay.
gonna do that. We're gonna tail them.
Oh, you're gonna tail them. Okay, so you tail these two gentlemen, and you see them going to the women of the evening, as I just said.
Should they roll stealth
Yeah, should we?
to see
Yes,
if they...
should roll a stealth and make sure these two don't catch you. Well,
Oh, that's gone forever.
Okay.
It's gone
Is there
forever.
passive perception? There is, right?
there is.
Oh,
Okay.
that's much better.
22.
Okay, so you are going to lead the charge in the sneak. You see him start to walk, and you hear all of his jingling like electronics, and you're just like, no.
You never know when I might need it.
You're like a hoarder. That's why have you seen your corner?
Hoarders don't use their stuff. I use everything.
So you sort of help him strap everything down and keep kind of quiet. So you gentlemen need to beat a 22 if you want to catch
So
him.
do we roll perception? Because I don't see a passive one on
I
here.
think you have to roll in Starfinder.
I would
Yeah.
say you will roll to see if you catch them following you. You enter like an area that's a little more open, and so
I have 14.
14, 12. No, seems good.
Okay. All right, so I will go up to the Lashunta who called us out for being cops earlier.
Okay, yeah, you see her, and she's kind of standing out there like, "Ah, you're
Yeah.
back again. This is the third time now." I say third time's
You
the
don't
charm.
call, you don't write. I missed you.
Gosh, you know it has been so long.
So I'll go up next to her and be like, why don't you go make sure we're not, disturbed for a minute. Me and her have to have a private conversation.
All right. Where are you going off to, actually?
Does she have a place we can go off to?
She kind of gets the gist of what you're talking about. She's like, come on up to my room.
All right. Well,
Hold her hand. Yeah, she does. She like holds your hand. She does that like over exaggerated like Jessica Rabbit walk, you know, where you're like. And so you stand guard outside. Is that what you're doing? Essentially?
Yeah, I'm going to stand guard outside.
Okay.
Probably try and put on the most intimidating physique I can
Okay, just like
to tell just about anyone that comes by
full on
to
flexing.
screw off.
Okay, so as
And
you're
meanwhile, I'm going to constantly keep a telepathic connection with him and pester him for updates.
okay. So you while you're doing that too, you also see her do this. You see the Lashunta kind of like look over at this like old lady behind the desk. And she kind of gives her a look and then nods back outside. And like maybe 15 minutes later, there's a female dragonkin that comes outside. And she's just like, hey!
He looks over at her like, what the
She's got like a desert dancer girl outfit on.
It's like the most fabric they've managed to get together for
They
this
had
veil.
to, you know, they tried.
Yeah.
They did what they could.
He's absolutely confused as to why Dragonkin would be so far from Triaxis, or I believe that's the name of the planet. But it's like, he's going to still put on the most intimidating physique he can to tell everyone, including her, to screw off.
Okay. So you head up to the Lashunta girls'
Sure.
room. So you two show up outside where they are going. You've seen him go inside with the girl. You see him outside. You see a dancer girl trying to get his attention. It's not working. She's doing her best.
You like to subtly just, flicker off.
Just real slowly. I want you two, though, to roll a perception check.
Perception.
He's concentrating on being intimidated.
Nat 20.
Yeah,
20?
not
All
for
right,
me.
cool.
That's gonna be
So-
a 11 for me.
You two get, well, you not really use so much, but you get the impression that there's something odd about this dragon girl being here like this. Like there's something like not real about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like how it seems odd. A lot of it seems very odd.
Okay. It's like, so, am I like within 30 feet of him?
Yeah, I'll say you guys can make it up to where he is. He's concentrating very
Okay.
hard on looking angry.
I'm gonna use my limited telepathy.
Okay.
And be like, hey, something's off about that
You
girl.
immediately hear, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Wait, what? Who's on this channel?
It's Orglorg. Listen, we may have not gone to the ship. It wasn't my idea. It was this idiot's. But I
You're
don't-
sitting there thinking like you're spying, like, yeah, we're doing it. And he's just talking to it.
Yes.
But something's off about that dragon lady. Just be careful, okay?
I'll slowly reach for my comms unit. Self-control. What's the policy on punching ladies around here?
Operative Gossip, you're allowed to do whatever you want. It'll be included in my report.
What do you suggest I do?
Well, I don't know. She hasn't seemed to done anything too bad. Just be a weirdo. But just keep it somewhat of an eye on her, okay? I'm watching her too, so don't you worry.
Very well. Hey, what's going on?
So we'll cut back to you. You go up a short little bit of stairs. Doesn't take very long. And she just sort of gestures you in.
I enter.
She's got like a nice little table and some lounge chairs in there. She's got, of course, a gigantic bed, and it's like got neon lights everywhere. She takes a seat on one of the chairs. She's like, "Would you want something to drink?"
Actually, I was thinking maybe there's something else we could talk about first, and I between my fingers have the two different types of drugs.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you still have the whole ones, right? He's got the
Yes.
separated. Okay. So you have those. She's like, "Oh, interesting.
Yeah, aren't they? I mean,
You got the special kind, huh?"
yeah. Here's the thing with these. I'd love to share them with you.
Oh, yeah,
And
that sounds great.
I make it awkward as I stare at her.
Yeah, she's like,
and then like down at the drugs. And
You
then
know
at
what
her,
though?
and I go,
Even though you're making it weird,
Yeah.
she is owning
Yeah.
it. She is a professional.
Yeah. I mean, I've never really dabbled too much with the illicit substances myself, but I feel like you might bring that out in me. But before that, I have to say, these are supposedly a problem, and they seem to be hurting people around here. Now, you pegged me as a cop earlier, if you remember, and I do have handcuffs, and I took the handcuffs off. No.
I
But
do have these.
yeah, but my thing is, I'm supposed to be helping the police out as sort of a kind of a indentured servant. Not happy about it, but if this stuff is really hurting people like it's supposed to be, then I have no problem throwing the real cops a bone here on this one. And I think maybe someone came recently to this planet, not from here, knows a little bit about how to maybe manufacture drugs of this type, could be causing the problem. Maybe you can throw me a bone before I throw you one about what could be happening here. Who do we need to see? We've already talked to Bojo, and we know Bojo is he's.
I really thought you were gonna say is a bozo.
Yeah, he's a bozo. he's not making this. We both know that. He's an idiot, and I honestly wouldn't care that much about him, but he's obviously getting a connection that's hurting people and not the high-end people, because the high-end people get the good stuff. This stuff is hurting the people at your level.
So while you're talking to her, she gets up and she pours herself like a drink.
Sure.
And she sits back down. And you can roll a persuasion. I
Sure.
will give you advantage.
Okay.
Diplomacy.
Or diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Sorry. Gosh, you know. Can you tell what
That's
game
a
I've been
20.
playing? A 20. Okay.
And
Well, I do have to say, there have been some casualties, even within the house here, from people using too much, especially of the Dream Shiver. It's not my kind of thing.
sure.
Hyperleaf, but
And I can tell you this. The bacon out there, the cops, they're not going to have anything to do with your people. This, though, this is bad stuff. This can't be allowed to continue on and hurt your people or mine.
right.
We
No,
gotta
I agree.
do something about this.
I do agree with you there.
Now, I don't want to make you a narc. I hate being a narc. I am a narc. Necessity. But I think maybe I'm a criminal. You tell me it's not telling the cops. I tell the cops it's all on me. I take the negative hit to my karma. Not a big deal.
Right. Well, I can tell you this much. You are correct. Bojo is not creating
Sure.
this stuff. He is getting it from his supplier, Church. And Church is getting it from his supplier. I don't know much further than that. I've never actually met Church. I've only heard his voice. In fact, most people have never actually met him. They've only heard his voice.
And Church's voice, does it sound humanish or?
It sounds like it's been some sort of like jumbled with some kind of tech of some kind. I can't quite tell exactly what his voice is supposed to be.
Got it. Okay, jumbled with tech, some sort of weird voice. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to look at Mr. Church here. Now, again, I'd love to share this stuff with you, but I'm not gonna, this is poison, and obviously we don't want to. So, I think, so that you feel better knowing that I'm not really a cop, we should definitely get intimate together to prove to you that I'm really just a criminal who's being forced into this.
So you broker this deal with the Lashunta girl, and we'll cut to everybody else, and we'll just let that be.
Sure.
Okay. So you,
Yeah, I start broadcasting everything.
Disconnect.
disconnect. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Ah.
Operatives. Someone's cellular device is interfering with their wire.
AKA
Somebody's got the vibrate on.
Somebody's phone on vibrated. Okay, so you three outside. You two are still watching. You're still standing guard. Who's watching the dragon lady? You're watching the dragon. You're still just concentrating.
I'll keep an eye out as well since he had mentioned it.
Okay, I want you two to roll a perception check.
That one.
You found the ground.
Right there.
4.
You also found the ground. You found a little higher in the ground. There's also some grass growing in the ground, so don't worry about it. Anyway.
You're so distracted with the images flooding your brain.
You can't
focus.
You're being assaulted right now. You can't help it. You're just like, Okay, so what are you doing then?
I'm watching the weird thing that's going down there. Do I notice? I didn't notice that the dragon.
You didn't notice that she's odd.
She's just odd. All right.
But you do notice, actually, since you're kind of like looking out, every time you take a glance inside this like establishment, you notice that there's a lot of different kinds of women in there. Like a lot. Like a lot. Like a big variety that you wouldn't have expected.
Any expressions on their face? That, like,
They all seem okay. No, none of them seem like they're like, you know, in danger, like, oh God, you know what I mean? But like you even see some rat girls in there that look like the kind of rat girls that you're like, what are they doing?
Yeah, what are they doing there? Okay, I'm going to see if I can do this. I don't know if this thing, because I'm new to this thing. Combat tracking. Is it possible I can use my combat tracking to, because it says I can get telemetry data on the target, to see if they're like legit what they are, or if they're like not for using it to attack or
That's
anything.
a roll, is it not?
Not.
Or is it just-
No, it's just it gives me that telemetry data.
Does it say what it's attached to? Does it attach to a skill, or is it attached to...
No, it just says telemetry data, which I think if I remember correctly, it was talking about like their hit points and stuff like that. I think,
Right.
or their AC and stuff like that. So I get a bonus on my base attack bonus.
So we'll call it a perception. We'll call it a perception. Go ahead and roll it, and we'll call it, and see if you can determine what's up with that. Well then.
Perception, you say? That would be a 23.
Okay. So you notice that a lot of these girls are definitely not what they appear to be. It seems as though they're using something to appear to what they think will get the money. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like maybe like a
like a glamour?
Glamour thing,
Some
or like
kind of glamour
I'm gonna
thing?
say like a holographic technology.
It's more than a hologram, though. They're a lot more physical than a hologram, but they're definitely doing...
Hard like construct.
Yes,
Boom.
there you go. No, they're doing something. It's obvious enough that it's like, huh. And they're also just like, there can't possibly be this many of them. I'll say, using that tracking kind of skill that you have, there can't possibly be this many girls in there. Because you can see that there's like an open floor in there where there's like, you know, people coming in and out. There's, you know, the upstairs, of course. But, you know, there's just something odd about it.
Hey, those women in there, I don't think they're real. I mean, they're real, but I don't think they are what they appear to be. Hey, I think they might not actually be, maybe they might be like androids or something like that, maybe cyborgs.
Androids. Okay, I'll believe you on this one somewhat.
Oh.
Something is off about everything here.
Well, thank you for allowing me to give you some information and you deciding to take it, oh, your majesty. Let's go down there and see if we can figure this out. And I'm scurrying down.
It's just sitting there like cleaning
and he
something
ruined
out of his teeth. Woman's closet.
He ruined his moment.
Every once in a while, the like Lady Dragon like tries to talk to you, and she's sitting and just kind of like, so how's your day been? You look very strong. It's pretty great. you just forcefully, the force of your will of ignoring her.
Something on the wind today.
And, okay, so you guys are going inside? Is that where you're going inside the building? Or is it just you?
I'm going to scurry down to him.
Oh, you're
first,
going over
yeah.
to him. Okay.
I'm actually gonna go inside.
You're going to go inside the
Yeah,
building. Okay, so you go over to him.
Hey, and I kind of come down here. So, these women that are here, I don't think they're, some fishy up with them. I don't think they are what they seem to be. I think they might be like robots or something like that. Hey, maybe we should go inside and, mess up this little operation. You like hitting things. You said you want to hit things. I don't want to get hit. You said you're going to hit me if we don't hit things, so...
Our mutual friend has brokered a sort of agreement with this operation.
You could say that again.
Okay, all right, so...
Do not disturb it. Leave it be. We are not here for this.
But, I mean... So, maybe you can run in there and you can punch him too. I don't care, but just, we need to stop this.
Why?
Because this is an upstanding planet. Headquarters home. Headquarters a nice place. Grown quite attached to it. And we're good
What does
guys,
it
right?
matter?
Well, we're good guys.
If someone wants to come around here and fiddle, as one might say,
But I mean...
what does it matter to our operation?
I think that if they're not getting what they're paying for, maybe they should, we should take it down. They're not giving the real product. Hey, I see some rat women in there that I don't believe are there. No Yosoki would be caught in a place like this.
Leave it be.
But,
I haven't gotten to punch anyone today.
okay, and I don't want to get punched. But, now hear me out. Orglog might have already gone inside.
And you see Orgor going inside the building. He just walks in. So you walk into the main floor. Everything here is decked out like it's like flashing lights. The main floor lights like change, like they go from like red to blue to green. You know what I mean? They kind of do that thing. There's like raised stages where there's like ladies like doing their thing, and you see like creepy dudes that are just like in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see like other people that are like making deals and doing their thing, whatever they gotta do. But there's some people that are just there to watch, you know?
Okay.
There's like a bar in the back where people are buying drinks. There's like comfortable couches. Although you get the idea that maybe sitting down might not be the best idea in this sort of establishment.
Okay. So there's someone at the front desk.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a little
So-
lady there. She's got her hair tied back and she just looks, she's got like a cigarette. She's like, what do you want?
You're wearing your full cop outfit, right?
I was when I went in the room.
Just like,
Have you seen a small 3-foot halfling guy and wearing a full-on weird cop outfit?
yeah. He went upstairs.
Do you know what room he went into?
Oglog! As you now see Doran in the doorway, probably dragging Rip.
Hey, put me down. You don't grab me like this. If I was your size, I'd do something about this, but I'm not. So right now, just
Can
let
I
me down.
stuff him in my backpack?
I mean, probably.
He's bigger than me, so I guess I'm getting stuff. Wait, don't close it. We're gonna talk about this later.
Come with me.
I mean, you shut him up, so sure.
No, I'm not shut up. I'm just
I'm gonna, walk outside with him following me. Guess go to the nearest, quieter place, maybe near an alley or something.
Okay.
Can I roll an acrobatics check?
You sure can.
All right, it's gonna be 26.
That's a lot of questions. That's a lot of questions.
I'm-
But you know what? Whatever it was, it went well.
Oh no, God.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Roll a constitution save.
Oh, that didn't go well. That's a 2.
That's
Oh,
a
Lord
bad,
Jesus.
bad,
well, is
bad.
it was it a fortitude save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 1.
Oh, Lord God.
I'm
Well-
going to pull Rip out of the backpack.
Ah! What do you have in there? It's sharp and pointy, and it hurts.
Explosives.
Oh, that's maybe the wires. I'm glad I didn't touch them.
Yes. Now I'm gonna set him down on the ground.
Thank you.
Oglog, Rip. Do not bother the establishment.
Listen, we know this area more than you, and we're just worried. And everything is... Yes, this place is off, but everything about this
If anything
whole
bad
operation is
happens,
more off.
If anything bad happens, Owen will let me know. Otherwise, We're busy with other things than ruining
Anything
this
bad happens?
establishment.
He's probably doing hyperleaf up there.
And
So you just okay with that?
Idiots.
I'm really confused on that one myself. But I mean, now.
I can assure you, especially with what's happening now, nothing is going on.
The Elder Dragon has spoken. Let's just leave it alone.
So you know, she kind of like hands you a cigarette. Just like, you want one?
Can you unhook the handcuffs first?
All right. So she unhooks your handcuffs.
All right. I take it and I puff out on it because I don't actually do any drugs.
Right.
Except for alcohol. And I'm like hand it back to her.
She's like, that's not how you do any of that. But all
No,
right.
didn't think so. Well, it's been fun. I feel like we've grown as people, and
I would say so.
yeah, and I think I should probably get going so we can stop this. And I'm like grabbing the bags of drugs so we can get this stuff off the streets, and I put it in my pockets.
Well, good luck.
Thank
Let me
you.
know if you need anything else.
Oh, I will.
She's like, I'll be here.
You have my number. And
She's
I'll
like, I do.
put my uniform back on.
Okay.
And then head outside, whistling and like twirling my handcuffs.
Okay. So before you head like
Sure.
outside, the
Sure.
old lady's like, hey, stop.
What's that?
100 credits.
100 credits. Look, I book it. On my little tiny halfling feet, I just run.
I'll tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Okay. So you run away and you hear her yelling and
Yeah.
screaming. Then you hear the voice of the Lashunta girl, but you can't quite figure out what that was.
Okay.
So you
As
find
I see him, booking out and down the street, can I attempt to grab him and drag him into this alleyway
Yes.
we're talking in?
roll we'll call that like a dex
Or
or
athletics?
Yeah, we'll call it athletics.
26.
Okay, yeah. You
As I'm like, it's more like you see a long limb just
Like a
reach out of
cartoon.
the alleyway and snatch it.
yeah.
Oh, thank God, I'm exhausted. I don't know how much further I could have ran. And then I shift my outfit to look like a small human child.
Okay.
And like put like my baseball cap and like tuck my halfling ears into it and stuff.
Okay.
So, I gotta know, why
were
you
you
running?
running?
Oh, they wanted to get paid. I don't pay for that. That's gross.
You just... Oh, but we can't go inside, because we might ruin the operation and stuff like... Now, can we ruin the operation? You stuffed me... Does he stuff you in your bag?
I got good Yes, I got good information.
Yes.
Did the explosives poke at you?
Yeah, dude, it's not cool, man.
Yeah, every time. All right, so Church is the supplier for Bozo, Bogo, whatever his name. So Bozo's getting from Church. Nobody seems to have seen Church. Voice sounds weird, like it's garbled in some way, probably protecting their identity in some special way. And nobody knows who Church's supplier is. So based on that, my guess is Church either is an alchemist or chemist and is making this stuff himself and supplying Bojo with it, or he has one under his employ somewhere. So I think we're back where we started in terms of we need to get to Church, I guess.
Question. Won't we be funneling a bad reputation, considering that you do not pay for your gains?
No, that's actually perfect. Now they think that we're not cops. Works out well.
Exactly.
That's
I was proving I wasn't a cop. It's important.
You hear the little like jingling of your personal like comm device, and you hear the Lashunta girl be like, "Hey, it's me."
Go for Owen. Yep.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Oh, sweet.
I talked to Granny.
I appreciate you.
Listen,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about my friend.
I was just thinking about you and your friend too. So that's interesting.
That's fun. I'll let her know that.
Okay.
I have a friend named Janine.
Okay.
You might want to talk to her. She went to college for this sort of thing for a little bit. She may be able to help you out with that. I just
Okay.
thought about it a moment ago.
Yeah, well, how do I
She-
get in touch with her?
So she gives you the number,
Okay.
Janine's number, so you can call her up.
Okay.
And she also says she lives on the other side of Tradesman Way. If you go down that way, there's a neighborhood over that side. She may be able to help you with that.
Cool. And I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yep. All right, not awkward at all. Bye.
Bye.
So, who was that?
That was my contact, who I've thoroughly proven I'm not a police officer to.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And
He's thoroughly contacted her.
That's still disgusting.
so there's a Janine, went to college for this type of stuff on the other side of Tradesman Way. I have her phone number. Why don't we make a connection there before we try to go after the horrible drug dealer who'll probably get us killed as soon as we try?
Yeah, there's also one thing I totally forgot about in the stuff that we got. You got this guy working for the church. Supposedly his name is the Cowboy. That sounds silly. Does he wear a hat? Maybe he has boots.
What does the
Boots and a
cowboy
hat.
do?
I don't know. He looks like a thug. Maybe
Wait.
for this guy, so.
We have a half rat, a half bug, a half dragon, and we wonder what a cowboy is? It's got to be like a half cow, half boy, right?
No?
Rewind. What did you say?
It's a minotaur. It's a baby minotaur.
Cowboy! Yo, that's brilliant.
Yep, I got it.
Guys are
I was born to be a detective. I don't know why I ever thought to be allegedly a criminal. Well, let's call Janine first. See what that leads. How did it go with self-control, by the way?
Yeah, we went there and he's like, you can't do this, redacted, whatever. Yeah.
So you accomplished nothing.
Yes, essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Good teamwork. All right. Let me call Janine, and I'll take out my communicator and call Janine.
Okay.
Now that Orgloric has handed me his weapon, I'm going to point it at my own head.
Okay.
Whoa, wait, I can't, lower down, please.
Yeah, aim it at him.
So
Here
you
we
call
go.
Janine.
give
And
him
Janine
guns.
picks up and she's like, yes, hello, how can I help you?
Hey, Janine. Oh, did I get the name of the one that I just was drilling for information?
No, of course
My
not.
name is Mary.
Mary. Hey, I'm a friend of Mary, Janine, and she said you might know some stuff that you could help me with. Is there any way we could maybe connect and share some information?
I suppose so.
Where's a good place to meet you?
Meet me down at the cafe. It is called, I have to remember it. I can't remember what it was called. You will meet me at, we got coffee.
We got coffee.
We got coffee.
We got coffee.
It's the one with the cowboy hat on the top with the lasso. And there's a little,
Okay.
there's like one of those ancient things that looks like one of a Native American with a cigar box in one of those places.
Okay. We'll meet you. We got coffee in a couple minutes.
All right.
All right, we'll see you there. All right, guys.
What time is it, by the way?
It's like late afternoon. It's probably like maybe like 6.
So we're going to We Got Coffee? They got coffee there. Nothing else. Don't ask for anything else. They don't have bagels. They don't have donuts.
But when you want coffee, we got coffee.
They got coffee.
My God.
Okay. Well, let's go and I don't know. Maybe things will get crazy and we'll actually get coffee there. Let's
Let's go for it.
All right, so we'll head there.
So you walk past Tradesman Way and you get to We Got Coffee. And it is a tall, it's one of those 2-story buildings. It looks like maybe at one point it was used as like a bank or something. You can tell that it has like, it had where pillars used to be, but they've been knocked out. The door is like open, but it looks like they built like the saloon, like swinging doors onto it. And it's like, we got coffee. And you every once in a while hear like a voice say that, you know.
So we'll go in and
Everybody's dressed like cowboys. I don't know.
I'll find us like a booth that can accommodate Gigantor. And
Every time you open the door, it's like, We Got Coffee.
Yeah, every time. Yep, that's it, every time.
this is my favorite shop on the city.
It's got coffee.
I'm going to immediately go to the counter. So, who's there?
You see it's another Lashinta, but it's one of the shorter, the buff kind, not the like tall, skinny kind. And it's a man, and he's got these like clean coffee cups. He's like, what can I get for you?
What's the strongest brew you have?
I got you. Having a hard day, are you? I got you.
Hard life.
I got you. And you see him like turn around, and he like starts like using like these tools that like to reach up really high shelves and make this like concoction. You're like watching a wizard work, and he's like got beans and he starts grinding them up, and you feel that like yes, like your extreme coffee. This is nothing compared to extreme coffee. And he prepares you this coffee, and he's like, drink it while it's hot.
I take a selfie of myself, but like I really play it up. Like I do like the face, and like I apply filters and like little sparkles and all this other stuff, and then I send it to Mary, and I'm like, we're here waiting for you.
Okay.
And like I wait.
Okay.
It's
good. It's
I'm
really
going to pay the man. How much will it be?
It's just a credit.
All right. And of course, Artie, a couple hours ago, had a full pot. of
Yeah.
coffee, is going to drink yet another.
Yeah, this is just a cup, but it's
Yes.
this is
Coffee.
this coffee's so extreme. You feel like you're just like you could ascend any minute. Like any minute now, someone startles you, and you'll jump up 2 like levels, 2 like demi-planes of existence. So, and that man looks at you guys like, you want anything?
You've had enough coffee as is, okay?
I would like some Yosoki Delight.
Right, of course, you got it. And for you?
I'm good. I'm fine, thank you.
Because it has a little thing inside it.
I don't know.
Does the little one want a juice box? I've got like apple juice.
Nah, I'm good. Thanks though. So how long you two been a couple?
You guys so stupid.
I can tell you how long we've been divorced for.
Okay.
Don't play into it. We're friends. Don't play into
So
it.
they come in
Oh.
your drink.
Good.
It's good.
Uh,
It's like a nice little like coffee, but it's got like a rat drawn in the foam. It's like really cute. It's adorable.
Did he do that? Did the guy do
Yes.
that? I can't be mad at you, but
It's adorable.
thanks. Looks just like me.
it's the cutest thing you've ever seen. And go ahead. I cut you off.
We've been friends for a long time. Went through academy together, so we know little idiosyncrasies. We came on this mission, got a new planet.
No,
Each
hey,
other's,
I get it. You know, I mean, some people aren't as accepting as I am, but you're cool with me. It's cool.
You're like so hype that you can't move anymore.
Just like you could tell, like he's sort of just out of it, and like
That picture, that skeleton, in the chair where he's like, ah!
I'm like anything to get away from this.
Like your body's moving too fast for your brain.
Is that him trying to smile?
I wouldn't know. I've known him for a long time, but I don't know what his smile looks like.
So what's the deal with you two? You like obviously he hates you.
Well, yeah, he arrested me.
Yeah, you're the prison guy, the criminal man.
Alleged. I will sue
Alleged
you.
criminal. So you were arrested for.
I was arrested for. How long you got?
That's a long list of things.
That's a long
I'm
list
just
of
gonna
things.
say that.
However-
and this guy, he seems like he really doesn't like
However, not convicted of a darn thing. Okay.
So you hear the like, we got coffee as the doors open. And you see a woman come in. She has her hair tied up, but even still, it's still like really messy. She's got like a couple strands on the side that are like curled and they're still kind of like damp. She's wearing like a white tank top and like sweatpants that are like, you know how they like roll them down on the top a little bit. She's got gloves like kind of tucked into the pocket. And she's got goggles pulled up. And she walks in like, well, it must be all of you, right?
Hey, you must be Mary?
Janine.
Janine.
Mary
That's
was
right.
my
Mary's. I would never confuse that again. I
Right.
respect women. Anyway, I'm just trying to find out. So you went to college for some interesting things. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
I'm a chemist.
Chemist. That's awesome. It's so good. Making yourself a better person, getting that higher education. I really wish I had really gone to college. Okay.
All right, enough with the flattery. What do you want?
Hey, so we are trying to figure out if you know anything about this little green flakes of stuff that's getting into some things that people recreationally sometimes take, and it's causing some bad vibes. And we would like those bad vibes to stop happening.
Roll a persuasion. Or diplomacy, I'm sorry. I know what game I'm playing, I swear. Diplomacy.
9.
What makes you think I would tell you about anything I've been studying?
Hey, look, I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable and tell us anything like that you don't feel comfortable telling us about. But here's our concern: is that your friend Mary, she knows people who've been hurt by this green substance, and we want that to stop happening. And me and Mary, I feel like I can say we're good friends now. And
I mean,
and I think she trusts me enough to put me in contact with you, and you're a good friend of hers.
right.
So don't you trust your friend to put you in contact with someone who's looking out for the best?
Okay, roll a persuasion one more time.
Diplomacy.
Or diplomacy.
13.
Gosh dang dang, I swear to God, I'll remember it. Come with me. I will take you back to my
Very
lab.
well. Do you mind if
That's fine. Thank
okay,
you.
let's go, guys.
Hey, should I tell her about? I got the stuff separated. Maybe she might want to be like, hey, let me look at this stuff.
Let's not tell her in the coffee shop.
I mean, not now.
Yeah,
but
well,
later.
maybe there.
So you make your way back to her lab.
Before we leave, Dorian is going to order another coffee.
Okay. So he
and
gives
he's
you.
going to take it with him.
Okay, yeah, he gives you a to-go cup.
I imagine
got
it's like
your
one of
name.
those 7-Eleven
Yeah.
size, but to him it just looks like a regular
Giant
coffee mug.
Yeah. And it like has a big swirly straw.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. So you make your way back to her lab. Her house is in a large apartment building. Most of it seems abandoned. And when you enter into her home, it looks like she's broken through 3 of the walls to make an extended laboratory. So you can see chemistry equipment like everywhere. She's got some of those neat machines that'll spin and separate things. She's got like, you know, a long device that like when you put tubes through it, like test tubes, it'll like analyze them for you and pop out the results. She's got like everything. She's got big long tables.
I'm in heaven.
It's beautiful.
This is amazing.
It's
Do you see?
also immaculate. This place is spotless.
She's got the Mixomatic 3000. She's got the separator, the super separator. Oh man, I've never seen this stuff like
Do not
up close.
touch.
But can I just a little bit?
You can look. Do not touch.
Listen to the
Tell me I
lady,
don't touch.
okay?
Think
Show
my
me
hands are
what you
dirty.
Show her what you have.
All right, here you go, and I pull out the one with just the separated. The
separated
Yeah,
three?
yeah, separate.
Okay.
Nope, just the one with the green flecks in it, not the other 2.
Oh, not the other 2. And she takes it and looks. She goes, where did you get this?
Places. Don't worry about it. We just need you to look it up.
She takes it and she looks at it and closes the bag.
Do you recognize it?
No, I don't. But there's something very strange about it. It has a.
I'd be careful. Supposedly people's faces have been melting from it.
And she kind of touches it a little bit. She goes,
Oh, you probably shouldn't do that.
are any
Yeah.
of you magically inclined?
Yeah.
This guy.
Would be me.
Have you used any magic around this? And has it
I-
affected you?
I just tried detecting the magic and no, nothing happened, but all I could sense was it wasn't magic that I knew of.
Interesting.
Didn't you say it made you feel a bit better?
That's true.
Okay, no more magic around this stuff. What is it?
Well, I don't know. I have only heard stories. This is something from very far away, from a very long time, and I don't know exactly what it is. I'm surprised that this is where it would come, though, from the
We
hyper
managed to
leaf.
get 4 bags of the stuff for 15 credits. And it's killing people. So
It
we're
would,
hoping. Now tell me, have you ever heard of a nickname, the Cowboy?
Can't say I have heard of that.
Okay.
And she starts, like, while you're talking to her, she starts, like, putting the green stuff in a tube. And it looks like she's getting ready to send it through the machine.
Okay. So, yeah, we got 4 bags of the stuff for 15 credits, and that stuff seems to be causing some major issues for people. The guy who bagged it up for us, his, like, eyeball was, like, dripping down his face like a Van Gogh painting or something. We're just really concerned and want to make sure that everyone stays safe when they are recreationally taking their drugs.
I'm gonna look at my comm unit. What time is it?
It's probably, like, it's getting on 7 now. It's not late yet, but it's getting dark out, you know.
You keep looking at your watch. Do you have someplace better to be?
Yes. Can I get close to the door and use my blind sense to see if there's anyone like outside
Okay.
the building?
How does that work exactly?
So it's just like 30 feet, and it like it senses like
Like
people,
movement
and it makes you lose your people lose their bonuses for stealth as well.
Okay. So yeah, so it's like you're sensing like specifically like the sounds and things around.
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
They have full cover from him, but
Yeah.
he knows they're there.
Right. Okay. So, you actually do think you feel like some kind of like presence that's, since you came upstairs and then went around the corner into her room, you feel like there's somebody in the stairwell. You kind of hear that like the shuffle of someone's feet like as they're readjusting. It sounds like they're leaned up against the wall as far as you can tell. Like, you know what I mean? You just hear that foot shuffle sound.
Okay. Since all right, I'm gonna. Don't want to call out too loud. I'm gonna just gonna like telepathy to Doran and be like,
Hey, I sense something in the stairwell. I don't like it.
Something bad.
There's a presence, that's all I can say.
Now the caffeine-augmented Doran, who's fed up with most of today's interactions, he's going to immediately dash for the door,
Hey,
slam it
big
open,
guy, where are you going?
and start bolting down the stairwell. And does he see anything or anyone?
Yes, you see a man standing there who like a part of his arm, like the muscle has like fallen off at some point. Like it's like he's wearing like a crappy like tank top and like shorts, and you know, and he's like scratching really hard, and he's just like, hey.
He doesn't stop at all. Full dash towards him.
Okay, and he's like, hey, whoa, man, whoa.
Hey guys, I
I would like to
recognize-
grab him.
Okay.
I believe that is going to, I need to make an athletics check based on his kinetic AC +8.
Okay.
I recognize that look, guys. Someone's about to eat his foot from the
24.
opposite way,
24.
if you know what I'm saying.
So you pick
All
him up.
right, maybe we should go out there and do something about that. I'm gonna scurry as fast as I can,
Okay.
and I'm going to actually scurry up his body and like sit on his shoulder. Yo, calm down. Put the paw. You know they got augments, so you can get rid of that thing that used to be your
He
arm.
can't even look at you. He's like,
What are you doing here?
I would like to stealth so that I'm kind of hidden in the shadows of this hallway, so that like I'm paying attention, but like I don't want to like announce my presence there.
okay.
Natural 20, so
Well then,
plus
you're super
plus
stealthy.
13, so 33.
Okay.
Lord.
No one will ever find you. You're just hiding like right where a potted plant is, just
Yeah.
like, yeah. All right, so you're holding the man, and he screams in your face.
I yell at him. What do you think you're doing here?
Please don't kill me. I don't want to die.
Tell me before I break your other arm.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Bojo told me to follow you. He thought it was weird. I don't know what to do, man. Please don't kill me. I didn't do anything. I wasn't gonna hurt you or nothing. I promise.
I don't know. We're trying to get some information. See, I thought you were just a junkie, but you're a junkie snitch. So, my friend here is probably gonna have to hurt you unless you give us information.
What do you want? I don't know anything, man. I don't know anything. I can't help you.
Does he have a weapon on him?
I don't know. Does he? You could search him. Or he could search him.
I'm gonna
Or he
scurry.
can
I'm gonna scurry
Yeah,
down, and
weapon.
I'm gonna check to see if he has a weapon.
Search the man.
That would be a search. Is there a search on here?
Perception. I
Probably
believe.
just-
Perception. Yeah, I
It's
was
all
like,
perception now.
you're giving me all these weird systems and stuff. 14.
Listen, I played a lot of 3.5. Okay, so yes, you actually do find a short switchblade on him.
Look at what we have here. He has
He's
a
got a
sword.
weapon.
Oh, wait. He can't tell us information if he can't speak through his broken jaw. So,
You're like the Patrick thing where he's like, and here comes the giant fish!
all right.
Isn't he telepathic?
Oh yeah, you could talk. Wait, no. We just he won't be as willing to give us information if
Oh,
you.
he'll be willing.
Please don't.
Okay.
Please don't hit me in the
Before my
face.
friend actually punches you in the face, do you have anybody we need to contact to
For
come
what?
pick
What do
you
you
up?
want? What do you want to find?
No, just because he's gonna punch you in the face, and that's not gonna go
Oh.
well at all.
Why did Bozo send you to follow us?
Because he thought you were weird. He thought it was weird. I don't know, man.
What about us being weird?
I don't know. Somebody came and talked to him and told him to come watch you guys. It was weird. I don't know.
Who did?
It was some nut job wearing a big cowboy hat, man. It was weird.
So he's not an actual cowboy. He's like he has a cowboy. Okay, thanks. I just need to clear that up.
Okay.
That just what do you? Okay.
So this is a cowboy guy. He's wearing a cowboy hat. Okay. And did you see where he went?
No, I don't. I didn't see where he went. I didn't. I swear.
I don't know.
Swear, I didn't see where he
he
went.
looks
I
very
didn't see.
punchable right now. He does not tell
How much
us
does
anything.
Bojo value you?
I don't know. Probably not a lot, man.
Oh, don't punch him after that. That
How
kind of made
tall
me
is this
sad.
building?
This building is, I don't know. It's maybe like 4 or 5 floors.
It's like 50 feet?
I guess so. That's about 50 feet.
What's that? I see a glint in your eye, and I'm not liking it. Just put him down. Put him down.
Oh no. He's going up the stairs.
So I'm just gonna write him like, hey,
Don't walk
buddy,
up.
we're kings, right? We're kings means we protect our subjects.
He's armed.
You hear a like a snort from the corner I'm hiding in.
Yeah,
As you say that.
he was armed. I have the knife here. See, it's harmless now. He doesn't
Can I
even have
snatch
anything.
it from him?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is that a contested roll?
Oh, I'm not even gonna.
Oh, okay. So no, he's second. He's like, you know what? That's yours.
It's like, here, you want this.
And he's like, no, I don't. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm really sure.
I'm just
sorry.
I'm gonna turn my back. I'm gonna sit by you. Just tell me when the deed's done.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah, I don't want to watch this either, and I just get out of my hiding spot and walk back up into the
Oh, I'm still
apartment.
sitting. I'm still sitting on his shoulder. I'm just not just like. Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand the knife back to him. I'm still gonna continue up the stairs up to the highest floor, not to the roof.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand next to the window. I'm gonna hold him up to him like, you see that down there?
Yeah, I see it.
You want to meet it?
No, I don't. No, please.
Great, then you're going to go home.
Okay.
And Bojo is never going to hear of this.
Okay, yeah, you got it. I promise he won't know. I don't
Or you'll
want to tell
be
him.
personally acquainted to that down there.
Okay.
From a height very much
You
like
got
this.
it. No problem. I won't tell anybody.
I'm gonna walk down to the second story window, second story floor, and any open windows?
Yeah, sure.
Is there one that leads to an alleyway?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw him at it.
You hear like,
Aim for the trash. Aim for the trash. Oh.
You hear like, then you hear like a, and
Did he hit the trash?
You should be fine.
and then like a few minutes later, you're like,
Oh, he didn't hit the trash. Go get some cybernetic augments for that arm and those legs,
okay.
and maybe
Poke
your
my
rib
head out
cage too.
the apartment door. Is it over?
Yeah, he's alive. So
I'll go
yeah.
check on him, and I'll scurry down
Okay.
to check on the guy.
Meanwhile, whoever's still upstairs.
I'm feeling much better.
So you two, you're still upstairs.
I'm sitting on his shoulder, so I'm kind
Oh,
of like
okay.
I'm
Well,
with
you're
him.
still upstairs.
life.
Janine comes out and she has like a bunch of paperwork. She's like, these readings don't make any sense to me, but I do want to let you know, do not use magic around this stuff.
Okay, thanks for the tip.
Whatever you do, do not.
What happens
Okay.
if we light it on fire?
Well, you're downstairs, so you're not here.
I thought,
She's like up in her apartment. You can
I
hear
didn't
like,
realize before.
Yeah. So, just make sure. Just be careful.
That's all you could get off of it? Just don't use magic?
A lot of the readings are coming out jumbled. It doesn't want to give me correct things. It's not even telling me what kind
Well.
of material it is.
Okay then, I appreciate the help. Sorry you had to see all this jumbled mess happen with that random stranger.
I didn't even know this.
Oh, okay, well then.
Fine. Alright, and then I take the papers and I head down the stairs to see them.
Okay.
All right, so down with the junkie. I go, you okay there, buddy? Yeah, I'm okay. I pull out my gun and put it to his temple.
Oh no, I'm less okay.
I go, tell me something I don't know that I really want to know,
Like what?
or I splatter your brains on the inside of this dumpster. 3.
Oh,
Should I roll
Bojo's
intimidate?
house. I know where Bojo's house is.
Should I roll intimidate for that?
I mean, if you want to.
Okay, whatever.
You're gonna win.
Okay. Well, I go, where's his house?
His house. It's and he gives you the directions. It's like down the corner from Tradesman Way.
Okay.
I don't know. That might.
Now, you're a junkie, so you're probably going to tell him everything that happened here, aren't you?
No, I'm not gonna tell him anything. I don't want to get punched.
Yeah.
Please.
I feel like you will. So that's why I'm going to cut out your tongue.
Oh God! Please don't do that.
Just kidding. I'm going to shoot you in the head.
Oh my God!
And I'm going to, go like I'm going to shoot him in the head and then go, you know what? You're not worth the battery charge. And I'll put the gun away and go, but if I see you again,
You won't.
I'll take out a loan.
Oh God.
And then I'll just walk away and just constantly
Okay.
keeping an eye on you.
And he
and
just
something
lays down
Yeah.
there. He's doing the Peter Griffin. He's doing the Family Guy. Just that lie down that they do.
Yeah, one arm behind the back,
He's
legs
doing that.
twisted, contorted.
He's just
Okay. He's fine, everybody. Told me where Bojo's house is.
Oh, that's perfect. Also, next time aim for a trash can, like a dumpster or something. You can't be just dropping people.
Listen, if
and
you keep on
contact.
talking to him like that, you're gonna be next.
No. It's
This
like
entire planet is a trash can.
He's not wrong.
I can't have no type of retort for that. So yes, try to aim for the actual garbage on the garbage planet, though.
I don't know.
But he was the garbage.
I used to live on a yacht, and I've looked in the trash bins, and it was better than this. You
was a
remember
nice
that?
yacht.
It was until you smashed
It's
it.
fine.
All right, you buffoons. Let's just go find Bojo.
smash-
If we find him, we find the cowboy.
Sorry, I threw your bike through the front window.
Yeah, smashed it still looked better than this place. All right, let's go to Bojo's house, or wait for him.
Yeah, let's maybe we should stake it out. That's what we do. We stake out places.
On the outside?
Yeah. We gotta see
Oh,
if
this
he's
place
home.
is a gutter. I'd rather wait inside.
I mean, we could just break in.
He sells drugs. He
I can
probably-
sense who's inside it. I mean,
Yeah. See if you do you remember what Bojo looked like? You weren't in there with us, but I mean, maybe you can get an idea of if he's in there.
We can search his house.
Yeah.
We're cops. This is something we do.
There we go. Let's go.
I assume. I didn't
go-
go through the police academy or anything.
And by search, you mean my kind of search.
Yeah. You can just thrash the place. It's fine.
Great.
All right, let's
I'm
go.
sensing ran and sacking together in his words.
You know what? Maybe you're not as bad as I thought you were.
That's scary.
I think that coffee's getting to him.
I've always liked him. He just didn't like me. I think he's warming up though. I think it's that shining personality.
Warmed up from the coffee.
Yep. All right, let's go.
all right.
So we'll go to Bojo's house.
So you follow the directions to Bojo's house. But when you start getting close to the area where you know it is, you start to notice more and more junkies around. And all of them are watching you.
Well, that's not ominous.
One of us.
Yeah, you never
I'm
seen
gonna
a Yosoki before.
No. You see lots of different kinds of junkies here too. There's not like a specific type. But
Okay.
When we get to Bojo's residence, is there people nearby seeing us as we approach the place?
yes. There are lots of people are watching out. In fact, you even roll a perception. All of you can if you want to.
15.
Nat 20.
Dang.
Nope.
Gosh dang dang.
That's a 9.
Well, you two see some creepy people on the side of the street. You two notice that there are even people like up on roofs and looking through windows that are watching this house. And it doesn't seem like this is something that like they were just doing on a whim, like they noticed you coming. It looks like this is something that they like have a spot and they are doing.
Hey guys, why don't you guys cause a distraction? I'll sneak into the house, take a look around, and then we can meet back out on the street.
By you guys, you mean?
All three of you. Get in a fight or something. I don't know. I'm little. I look like a child. Nobody's gonna care. I'm sneaking into this guy's house.
I'm little. You think I can just go around and just punch people and stuff? That's not smart for me.
Punch him. I don't know. You two look like you wanted to punch each other since I met you.
Okay, wait.
Just work out some of
Do I notice
this
any-
sexual tension that I'm sensing from you guys while I sneak into bad guy's house.
All right.
Things can't get much worse.
Well, I think the simple solution is shooting star.
God.
Oh, that's
So
a
you
distraction.
Okay. So
So-
I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Do you have that bag of that super special separated hyperleaf with you?
I have a bag of the two things.
You have
complete.
the two together.
I thought
complete.
he had the
I would have.
separated
Yeah, I
bag.
would have
You
this.
have
I
it.
would keep
So how close are you to him?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
probably
they
like,
are, huh?
probably like
Okay,
standing.
so tell me exactly. Shooting star is magic missile, correct?
Basically, magic missile. Target 2-3 people.
Okay. So how
Uh,
exactly are you firing your shooting star?
I was gonna target the buildings if I could,
Okay.
and like cause a destruction.
Okay. So you do that. You roll your stealth while he's doing that.
That's gonna be 27.
You have advantage, but I mean, roll it again. Maybe you'll get higher.
Yeah, that's higher. 32.
Okay.
Good.
So you go and fire your shooting star, and you feel this energy coming from the bag that he has, and
Yeah.
before he leaves from where he's coming.
Yeah.
And even more than before, you feel like, yeah, all right, yeah, this is good. And you start just, poof, and your shooting stars come out like twice as big as they normally do, and they just kind of like take chunks off the building. They don't just like hit the building; they like and take big chunks of metal and wood off.
I kind of like being reckless.
I'm going to instantly yell, terrorist! And I'm going to immediately run for the nearest alley.
Okay, so you yell terrorist and run, and you see lots of people be like, oh god, oh jeez, because they see that and they look like, oh, there's a shearer and he's lost his mind, oh god. And you see like other people like running like, they're all running in the street and running into houses and slamming doors, and you see windows and shutters shutting. You are sneaking, you are having no problem.
We have to get out of here.
Did I notice any abandoned buildings?
There are a few around.
I mean, like, actually abandoned?
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as you can tell, yes, completely abandoned. As far as you can tell. You start to hear like, somebody call the cops. We gotta get the cops here.
The police.
He's like,
I'm
oh
debating.
yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna go.
thinking of now whether or not I want to go, the police have arrived.
The police are here.
I need to stay undercover. Do I feel we need to cause further mayhem?
No, you think this is pretty good. You think he's probably not having any trouble
Are they
at
still
all.
standing in the middle of the street?
Oh no, I grabbed him and we're
Oh, they
looking
ran.
at somewhere.
They ran away.
I actually want to try to track to see where he went.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you can probably guess where his path was. He's sneaking real good, so you don't know exactly where.
Did you mean
But-
me or him?
yeah.
Oh, you
Oh, you mean him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no.
I thought you meant
No,
you
not
see
no,
big,
no,
like,
not him.
big
Oh, yeah, you know where
footsteps
he
and-
went.
Yeah.
You can see where he is.
Yeah.
You see,
Owen's,
like, a
Owen, I'm
shadow
leaving
with, like,
Owen to do his
valley.
job.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So yeah, you sneak up on him and find him doing his thing. And so you get
Trying to get
really
in the
close. You kind of come around the corner
Sure.
to where you know that Bojo's house is. And you kind of like peek around and you see that there are 4 of the junkies. These ones are armed. They both
Okay.
all 4 of them have like pistols.
Sure.
And they are standing at the doorway, and they're all kind of like talking in a circle, and they're all like, "Oh, did you hear that? Something crazy going down the street." And they're like, "Yeah, I heard about it. It seems like it's something crazy going down over there." And you hear someone else, you hear a voice like, "Hey, get out of the way, guys! I gotta get up in there. There's something crazy going on." And you see Bojo himself in his good old "it's go time" glory run inside to the house.
Okay.
Now, you see that the house is also surrounded in something called zip wire, which looks like a somewhat kind of like razor wire that's been attached to electricity in a way.
Okay.
And you see the junkies sort of like get Bojo inside and close the door, and they all come back out and start planning out a patrol route of some kind. And you listen in on that, and you get the idea of what's going on there. So you 3 go and duck inside of an alleyway or an abandoned building.
Alleyway.
Alleyway?
Okay.
Okay, so you duck inside an abandoned alleyway, and shortly afterward you hear, like the sirens and the skidding of like police as they like come in, and they're like, "Everybody freeze! What's going on in here? Oh, what's on? All this stuff is happening," and that is where we're going to stop for tonight. So get ready for that. Thank you very much for watching tonight, everybody. This was our first episode of Above the Law. So tune in next Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on 2050 Esports, and we will see what happens next. Have a good night.